I'm trying to show you a bunny, but I'm quite certain you can't see it because I can't see it on my screen. Which brings to mind, why is it that video recorders, cameras, that they can't capture the image exactly as we see it? It's said that our eyes are complex, but damn, it's not as complex as a lot of other creatures. So we can't duplicate just the picture. It can, if a camera can zoom in, even get a greater look. Well, see, even there, it gets a greater look that we can get. It gets closer, it can really zoom in. Then why can it be just like we see what we're looking at? Why can't you see that rabbit? Why doesn't the retina of the camera adjust just as, I'm going to show you how the game this whole time, just as my eyes do? Oh, but this is what it's about anyway, originally. Basketball. And discuss with y'all my basketball ideas and concepts and thoughts. I've been doing that a few times. You need to do, maybe need to do it more. Well, I think it'll go right along what I've been doing anyway. Just gives me a reason to talk and express and to share what hit that truth. That's all it's about. So as I watch this, I think there's just more to explore than the game. Go up strong, big fella, because no one has truly mastered it. Because if someone has truly mastered it, then everybody else should be following, yes? And if they haven't followed, then what? They stupid? They jealous? What? Who else is running a triangle? Is anyone else in the NBA running a triangle? I mean, how many championships did a triangle win? Yeah, you know, it has some ballers on it, but still, if you say that you have ballers on your team, then why wouldn't you run it? And even if you don't, if you just had a talent you had, you still, it's the concept of it, which holds some value also. The form and function, you know, beyond just the players. You know, maybe you could put those same players in almost any offense and they would have won, but the truth is they won in a specific offense. But I see even within the triangle offense, I see something. When I see the triangles, I see how the three triangles that can be made on the court. And that should be more than that. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, I spoke of this, a combination. I mean, if you really can get the matchups exactly how you want it, based off this triangle, and then you have these other two guys, they might have some value in the matchup. Because automatically, I'm saying my 2 against your 1. 2 against 1. I'm trying to always have 2 against 1 for the advantage. Yeah, 2 against 1. If I got 2 against 1, automatically it gives me an advantage where it should benefit exactly at least one other person. Right? Once you get that advantage, you figure it offers at least one more. Get your ass out the closet. Oh, and another thing I was thinking, if I were in a high school coach, I would want cameras up above the court so I could tape the games, so I could tape the practices, so I can show film. They had this 6-period class for high school basketball players. It's basically PE, but it's basketball centric. You know, if they're on the team, at least JV and higher. Then you have a sixth period that focus on basketball, the team basketball. But what I see is a true opportunity to do more than just going to practice. Well, actually, all you're doing is have practice. But you're talking about having film sessions. And this benefits two things. This isn't only for strategic purposes. You know, it is done at the higher levels. So offer something, being able to sit down and visually. I mean, but one, you're giving them the opportunity to learn another way. For some, it benefits them more if they can actually sit back and look at what it is that you want them to see. And it's because we have different learning styles. It's got to have some benefit, just as the truth of its option. And so the question is, what options are there? So, you know, the sixth period should be used for these things, for the expansion and being able to critically think and examine. That's what you got to get the players to really think. Well, think about what? Truth. I think that's what a coach's job is to show the players the truth, to explain them the truth, to speak in truth. And hopefully he can get his players to see the value of it, because ultimately it's going to speak. The truth of the numbers. Even if you just say, well, just look at the numbers then. Are you going to dispute the numbers? Right? Are you going to dispute the numbers? If I tell you that you are running from one end of the court into a certain amount of time, then it's exactly that. My question would be, why is it that time? Is that your fastest? Can you improve it? And what is your ultimate optimal speed? It's got to be one. It's represented by every time you run in your time. And whatever the highest is, that is your ultimate. The question, can you increase it? If it never increases, then the truth speaks to what your best was. So it's all about giving effort, at least in that, increase of numbers. The better shot. What is the best shot? Right. Do you value truth? Because you're going to need it in the rest of your life. You're going to have to utilize it. But the question is, how much will you utilize it? What value will you see in it? I don't believe there is enough value in seeing the truth of things. Truth has been pushed aside, and yet we always follow it, and yet we have no choice. We're always in it. We are being led by it, even as we follow it. But it's also pushing us. I was trying to say, it's also behind us. And that's what it is. And so it's all about that. And hopefully, like I said, they will see it and they will value it and they will follow it. Right? And if you win a good amount of games somewhere in that mix, well, shit, it's all good. You have to have them think the game of basketball. Be students of the game. Analyze it. Analyze it for the sake, once again, of acquiring the skill of analyzing. Damn, tell me a bystander. Yeah, motherfucker, stand up. Speak truth to power.